sitting right here. And I knew that he was make a difference, be the difference material. And he was a junior at the time, and he followed up with me and said, Molly, this is my idea. No one around me is believing I can do it, but I know I can. I'm like, I know you can too, Matt. So it's not I didn't do all the work. He did all the work. I just helped him get started, raising 16,000 toys for kids. And he's also doing it, giving toys to servicemen and women, their children. I mean, it starts with all of you. He just now graduated this past May and going to Temple and going to be doing hotel restaurant management. You know, whatever you think about in that head, there's a lot of people that are going to be saying, you can't do that. Why would you want to do something like that? You know what? That's not their dream. That's your dream. And today I'm going to tell you a little bit about how to dream big and shine bright. And it's through the 5P philosophy. And the thing that I want you to remember most are these 5 Ps. Because when you apply these 5 Ps into every day, every thought, every action, every person that surrounds yourself with, you're going to be exactly where you're going to say you are 5 years from now. And you may be thinking, Molly, really? I'm going to be thinking 5 years from now? I just want to be thinking what I'm having for lunch. You know what? That's okay, because food is important. You know, food is important, health is important. But you know what? We need a plan for your greatness. That is yet to happen. Up here, there's a chair. Can everybody see it over there? There's a chair over here. What is on this chair? What can you see? A nail. There's a nail that is hammered into a board. Now, you may think, okay, Molly, what are you going to make us do? Actually, not all of you. Just one lucky person. Who's feeling lucky? Oh, I love it. You know what? That was one hand, that was 2, and an all body. Yeah! So I'm going to take you because you're showing your passion. Yes. So what's your name? Alex. Alex, I'm Molly. Watch your step. Pleasure to meet you. Come on up. Alex, okay. So, what I love about Alex, first of all, what team are you a part of?
D2.
D2! All right. So, there you go. There you go. Confidence is very key. All right. Well, what he doesn't know is that I'm going to have him balance all these nails on that one nail. Still confident? There you go. That's called fake it till you make it. There you go. So here is it. So you can take it off the chair. You can put it on the ground if you like, but it has to remain in that position. I'm going to give you your nails, and I'm going to give you 1 minute to do it.
All of them.
All of those.
On top of each other.
However you make that happen. But it has to remain flat, and they all have to balance on that one nail. Starting now. Keep trying, don't give up.
I don't think it's level.
Okay, he's doing some specifications saying that it might not be level. All right, he's 30 seconds in. Somebody want to come up and help Alex? All right, let's do gender equality. Yes, over here. Come on forward. No, keep on going. She's going to join you. And what is your name? Caitlin. Pleasure. Caitlin, what team do you represent? Oh, come on. No, that's good though. You have to be like that. All right. So, 30 seconds on the clock. Ready? Go.
You got the point of it.
Oh, you guys are getting close. Ooh, the concept is cool.
She's got it.
I love it. I hear the words. She's got it. She's got it. Okay, here we go. 10 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's give a hand for Caitlin. You just gave her total props. You're like, you know what? She had great ideas. That's what good leaders do. You recognize. So here is what we're going to do. I know it's going to be a little tough to see me right now, but I'm going to pull it up. And you know what? Sometimes this 5P philosophy that we're going to go over, sometimes you have to call in the troops, the other people who might have some different ideas, because while you were on your way, when she came in, you were able to even get a little bit farther, and you were so close. So watch what I did here. Okay, so Caitlin was on it, she was on it, but then just balance it, and you can do it. So thank you. Thank you. You know, so many of you might be thinking, yeah, whatever. I know it's probably possible because this lady is not going to put something in front of us that is not going to happen, right? But I tell you, a lot of things in life may seem impossible. When you say I can't, you might as well say I won't. Think about something that you feel that you can't do. Think about what you can't do. Someone might say that I can't do math. We actually call it what? My math.
We call Mommy's
It's called
Molly Mass.
Molly Math. Yes, and I own 4 companies. And you know what? Some people might think, Molly Math? Well, then she's running a company. What on earth is she doing that? Guess what? I surround my people who are very good at math. So it all works out in the end. So think about I can't. I can't. Think of something that you can't really do that well. All right? Got it? I want you to say it out loud right now. I can't. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I can't fly.
All right. I want you to now say, I won't, whatever it is. 1, 2, 3. See, it's the same thing. When you put that out to the universe saying, I can't, that math will be, you won't. Because what we need to be focusing on are some of the 5 Ps that we're going to get into today. So the 5P philosophy, at the end of this, we're going to be saying, I can live the 5P philosophy, and you're going to choose to, because your dream is waiting for it to be realized. And you might be thinking, well, I don't really have a dream right now. Guess what? You probably like something. You probably have some hobbies. You probably have some passions. You know what? I help people put them together and get paid doing it. What's happening now with Matt Kelly, I told you a little bit about him. He's now getting all these donors, all of this angel money to help him get started and launching into it. So it's even going to be out in California. It's going to be out in Texas. It's going across the nation. You can start doing things right now. Right now. So principles. Who's this guy? Yeah, Ben Franklin. You know, Ben has always been a fan of, I've always been a fan of Ben. Not just because he's on the $100 bill, but that's nice too. But he had this thing called the 13 virtues. What are 13 virtues? What are virtues? Anybody know what virtues are? Go for it. Sort of like morals. Sort of like how you're choosing to live your life. Well, Ben Franklin, he had 13 of those virtues. He had 13 that he said, I'm going to work towards every single day. And he actually had this little check mark that he put in his back pocket, his paper, that Monday through Friday, he checked off when he did things better than other days. That's a sign that we're not what? Perfect! We're all works in progress, right? So at least you're working towards something. Principles. Well, what you don't know is when I graduated from Gettysburg College, I did elementary education and psychology. Gettysburg College, not the cheapest school in the world, but I told my parents, you know what, I don't want to be a teacher. Crickets, crickets. Then you're like, what? So again, there are things in your life that just, sometimes you need to find your own truth. So I went out to Pittsburgh, worked in admissions, and helped students really connect to whether they would want to go to this one university. I then got called to go back to my alma mater, Gettysburg College, in admissions, and I was there for 4 years. I loved my job, I loved the people I worked with, I loved the parents, I loved the students, I loved everything about it. But then I got a call. I got a call from this person who called himself a headhunter. And at the time, I'm like, headhunter. Yeah, I'm liking my head. What are you talking about? Yeah, but there are these people who call you when they think that you are the one for that industry to go into. They're like, we heard you're great. Wells Fargo needs you. You're making 6 figures. After you work the first year, you get a $30,000 bonus. What do you think I did? I said, peace out. It's been great. So I left. I could have been more miserable in my life. But yet I was their top sales rep in that quarter. And I stayed 11 months because I got a call from Westchester University to come work in admissions and financial aid. Guess how much my starting salary was? A year. How much do you think? Not 6 figures, you got that right. It was $28,000, which was the bonus I gave up that if I would have stayed 30 days longer, I would have got. Again, what do you think my parents thought? You're crazy! And everybody around me thought, you're crazy! But you know what I learned a valuable lesson there? My principles? Making money was not my top value. If it's your top value, sweet, great. You know what? But other things were more important, like family, happiness, helping others. They're all your virtues. The more you get one with what your virtues are now, what your principles are now, that will be the litmus test to every single thing that you will do going forward. So I want you to seek your own truth. When I was at Chatham College, I was giving a presentation to a group of 30 individuals, parents and students. The associate director was there. She had a very different style than me. When you do an information session, you tell them about the college, how great it is, and why he or she should come there. Afterwards, I heard this associate director say, oh my gosh, I think I just experienced a Saturday Night Live skit. Those who don't know what Saturday Night Live is, it's a little bit of a spoof. There's some smiles, so some of you do know. But it is over-the-top comedy. So, and it is a lot of fun. So I wanted to take it as a compliment, but I knew that wasn't her intention. What do you think I did? What were my options? What do you think? Yeah. Oh, you're just waving? My options. I could have just pretended like I didn't hear it, right? That's all good. I'll just go about my other ways. No, but that's not the Molly Sunshine style. I went up and I said, hi, I couldn't help but overhear you. I want to know what I can be doing better. She didn't know what to say. So what I want you to do in every situation, I want you to seek your own truth. I tracked those students and I tracked those families. There were actually 15 students in that audience. And it was an all-women's college. So you can imagine it's a little bit harder to recruit and bring students to an all-women's college. 30% of them decided to attend. That's high. That's high. It's very high. And I tracked them. So seek your own truth. I didn't yell at her. I didn't say, you're wrong. She would just come from a different perspective. But I want you to seek your own truth, because you always have those struggles for power. And for passion, I want you to live intentionally. How many of you have a passion for something? Okay, what do you have a passion for? Baseball. How many have sports-related passions? Wow, look at that. Okay. How about something other than sports? Go for it. Art? What specific art? Painting. How many of you have painting as your passion? How many of you have something in the art field for passion? Great. What are some other passions you might have? Yes?
Music.
Music. How many of you have a music passion out there? That is so great. You know, you start there. Did I wake up one day and say, I'm going to be an author of 6 books? No. Absolutely not. Actually, to be quite honest, in high school, my writing wasn't that good. But you know what happened? The stuff that you do right now has the potential to change your life later. Funny, honey, right? Isn't the funny bunny. Here it is, the sad little bunny. This is a book that I did sophomore year in high school. Yeah, I'm 37. Let's just put it out there. Yeah, they do it a little bit differently nowadays. But you know, you look at the story, you look at the words, and these pages are even typed. What is that, right? But the amazing thing is this story, I didn't find this book until after I was through the second children's book, and it was extremely similar to the storyline that I had in this book. I totally forgot about it. So the things that you're passionate about now, and the things that you enjoy now, you might not be doing exactly what it is, but you know what? You might be a baseball coach for a little league. It might be for your kids. It might be for a whole school. You might love, what's one of the things that you love? Singing. You know what? They said that, Molly, please don't sing. And I said, you know what? I'll sing because I want to sing. And you know what? We now have a whole soundtrack that we're putting together. What you think about, you bring about, people. And I want to tell you that. You know, it's those things that, the things that come into your mind through other people, through your thoughts, it's up to you what you're going to do with them. It's really up to you what you're going to do with them. So, a lot of the things, you know, it says surround yourself with inspiration. I was able to, how many of you ever heard of Pat Croce? He's the 76ers, there you go. You know, probably heard of him. John DeBella, how many of you are from the Philadelphia area? So you may have heard of 129, John DeBella, you know, some folks like that. How many of you heard of Brian Tracy? A few of you did. Brian Tracy is the all-time amazing man behind motivational speaking and goal setting and business success. He's now probably in his late 60s, 70s. But my father once told me, my passion is to be a motivating speaker. My dad, you know what he said? That's a bunch of fluff. What story do you have that people want to hear? It wasn't out of being mean. It was out of love. Because he's trying to protect you. He was trying to protect me. But once I got on stage with all these folks, he's like, oh wow, that's kind of cool. Yes, it's kind of cool. But you have to live life and you need to focus on your passions and surround yourself with inspiration. The first book I wrote with Dave McGrogan. He's the owner of Kildare's, Doc McGrogan's Harvest, a lot of very successful restaurants, multi-millionaire, whatever. He's a great man. I wrote that book for him in 20 days. Crazy, right? Not crazy. It's attainable. It's attainable. Just last week, or actually, I'm going to take you back to November of last year. There was something that happened at Penn State, right? Something pretty tragic. I ended up knowing the mother of the president, student body president, T.J. Bard. Amazing young man with an amazing story. I reached out to him in November and I said, you know what, I think I'm supposed to be launching your public speaking company and helping you write your book. He said, Molly, I'm not ready for that. He didn't really know me at all either. He's like, I'm not ready yet, I'm not ready yet. Just last week, he said, Molly, I'm ready now. We already have his website up, we have his speaking platform done, and the book is going to be done very quickly. Again, don't think that I'm not worthy enough. Why would they pick me? Because he's done over 750 radio newscasters on TV, CNN, Dr. Phil, you name it. Why Molly? Why not Molly? It's those kind of things. I mean, you had some of that confidence coming up here too. You know, you just have to grow into that. And there's no reason why not, because what happened next is once you live intentionally and engage in the flow, I'll tell you what happened last night, right here in Williamsport, PA. We went to this place called the Bullfrog Brewery. Great food. But anyhow, we walked out and there was a beautiful mural out there. It was about all the people who made a difference and a legacy in this community. Dan, Tyler, and myself were all in there, looking at everything, being totally moved by these amazing people. There was a gentleman there in his car just about to leave. He said, wait. He said, do you want to meet the person behind this? I'm doing a documentary. He also has done Penn State. We got a signed copy of Penn State. What I want you to do is really be passionate. How you're showing up in the world, how you can make a difference is exactly how you need to be open to the world. Now I'm going to be helping launch and promote some of this, but you know what? I'm helping launch TJ. There's so many things that you can be doing right now. You need to open your eyes and look for the opportunities, and they'll present themselves. Now Michael, he gets a lot of promotion. So he said, here's his card. I went up, there was their apprentice outside his shop in that corridor. I said, I'm Molly Nece, I'm helping TJ Bard. I feel I'm being called to see what he's doing. She's like, well, let me check. We continue to walk back towards the hotel. Got a call on the cell phone. We got back, we got a personalized tour for an hour. And now we're Facebook friends, we're going to be doing things together. Again, see who you can partner with, because inspire others with your presence. You can imagine that if I just went up and said, hey, I'm Molly. Yeah, this is pretty cool stuff on your wall. Yeah, I didn't waste your time doing this. It's not really impacting anybody, is it? He'd be like, he wouldn't even be opening the door. Think about how even your body language, how you show up in the world. Think about how if I came up on this stage and I'm like, yeah, whatever, you're never going to be able to do this. It's a bunch of junk. And what does this have to do with anything? It's all how you show your passion. And it's not about, it's just not about surviving. It's about thriving. And it can start right now. I want you to, right now, hold up 5 fingers. Everybody is given the gift of hopefully 10 fingers. At least 5 fingers is all we need today. You are the average of the 10 people you spend the most time with. We're not going to be doing the 10, we're going to be doing the 5. Think about the 5 people you spend the most time with, okay? Because you're the average of the 10. Out of those 5 that are your top 5, how many of them are positive? I have 4. Some 5. Okay, some 3, some 2s. Okay. And if someone here is like, I only know 5 or I don't know 5, hey, this is your opportunity. That's what I want you to put on your list. Thank you. You'll put your hands down. So, when you look at that, I'm going to tell you, I have one, and you may be thinking, how does she allow anybody negative to get on there? Guess what? She's my mom. How many of you had like a mom or dad on that, that you had to kind of tuck away, say, yeah, that's not it. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. But I'll tell you right now, it was a rocky road for my mother and I, because she would tell me things again to protect me. Molly, don't be so happy. People will think you're fake. Put lipstick on, Molly. You look like death warmed over. And again, her intention is good. She wants people to see me as beautiful or whatever she wants to do, But the bottom line is, to seek your truth is to, she's coming from a place of love. As crazy as that sounds, but it'll help you move through that. Now, she knows that this is how I've chosen to live my life, by this 5 Ps, and by positive intention and everything. We don't talk as much as we used to because she doesn't have as much to share because, of course, a lot of it is negative driven. But you know what she is? She's the best darn editor I've ever had. She has purpose in my life. And I have purpose in hers. So it's looking to see where you're not going to please everyone. You're not going to get along with everyone. But the important thing is those 10 people, I want you to work hard on getting those 10 people being positive influences. These are your inner circle. Because I know it's tough. Because when you're in high school, you have people like, how do you get this person out? Because they're friends with so-and-so. And you limit the amount of interaction you have with them. You limit the amount of interaction. The people who are in my top 10 now, I am so grateful. Many of the top people in my top 10 now, 7 years ago, were not in my top 10. It's going to change. But remember, if you have a plumber in that top 10, you're not going to go to them for financial advice, right? And right now, hopefully you don't need a need for a plumber or any of that kind of stuff. But it's the same concept of your friends. Think about your friends. Think about who you should go to for what. Be strategic about it. Be strategic about it. Because that is key. So you need to align those 3 Ps. So persistence. persistence. I have back here some questions. And I have some clappers. Everybody hear one of these? Everybody see one of these? I need 5 people to volunteer. All right. Okay, you definitely have a fan club, so I'm going to pick you. So obviously you've been working on your P and people, so congratulations. Come on up. All right, I'm going to take one. Beautiful shirt, come on up. Now, I would like some women to raise their hands, please. Right here. Don't be shy. Right there. Right there. And now we have 1 left. 2 here. 2 here. How about the young lady right there? Backwards. Okay. See, this is symbolic. Some people just wreck your dreams too, but you have to remember. All right. So here's the deal. Yeah. So here's the deal. We have 2 chairs. All right? And we're going to play the positive reframe game, okay? So you're going to be the red team. You're going to be the blue team, all right? Now, we need a timer and 2 judges. Okay, so you want to be the judge? Okay, so the judge is actually going to sit down here in the middle, right here. And what is your name? Kaylee. All right, Kaylee. And what is your name? Taylor. Okay, Taylor. Molly's wonderful. And don't get lazy on me. Come on. No, it's all good. I didn't tell you whether it's Thursday. That's my fault. What's your name? Sean. It's a pleasure. Wonderful. And what is your name? Hannah. Pleasure to meet you. And Tyler. Well, that makes it easy. Tyler, Taylor. Tyler's a magician. There's his passion right there. So late night, you know, when you get 4 hours sleep, ask him to do something to keep you going. Yeah, okay, so he does card tricks. So there you go. Yeah. You know, make your passions known. So good job. Way to bring it to PFEW. All right, so what I would like is a timer. Now, does anybody have a watch? I noticed you don't have a watch. That's my fault for not asking. It's okay. Do you have a watch that you could borrow? That'd be great. Thanks, Charlotte. All right. Wonderful. So what I'm going to ask is, how about you stand back here, Hannah? And you be the timer. All right? And what I would love you to do, since you're a magician, you are used to being in front of a crowd. You are now. Congratulations. Come on up, Tyler. All right, so Tyler, here are the questions. What I want you to do is ask these questions of the group. Now, you'll probably want to be close to the clapper because once he gives you all the 3 choices, you need to listen to all the choices, then you grab. And the judge? No. I love it. I love it. Okay, that's okay. So you guys stand in front of it, okay? You guys stand in front. You're going to grab it when you know it, okay? So you need to listen to all the answers first, and then you pick it up. You can't pick it up. You need to stand right like this. I love that I need to be really specific with you. That's good. You're competitive. I like that. Yeah. So you need to be standing up, right? So since you're taller, you better be quicker. You think you can do it?
I'm further away.
Be closer. See? Ask and you shall receive, okay? But the bottom line is you have to be standing tall, okay? Okay, so Tyler, what's going to happen is when they pick up that clapper, they have to answer that decision within 15 seconds. I love it. You know, you can have a whole circus. Here's a clown, here's a magician. We're going to have lots of fun. You stand up straight, but the chair must remain on the ground. Oh, I wish I was your teacher in high school. That was fun. All right, Tyler, go for it. So there are 4 questions, okay? So go for it, Tyler.
A friend just said I don't like you. How do you give a positive response to your friend?
No, stand up tall. It's not until he's done asking all those possibilities. You can do it. All right, go for it.
Tell your friend that you don't like her either. B. out back. What did I do to you?
Nope, nope, you didn't wait until it was done, so you want to steal it?
I still don't.
You want to steal it, or you want her to go? All right. Okay.
You'll take it. Sure.
Oh, give him a stroke. Look at that. Hey, that is good sportsmanship. Go for it. What's your answer?
Thank you for telling me my face. What don't you like?
Good job. Fabulous. Good job. So this team over here, and what team company do you represent? Let's do number 2. Give us question number 2.
You forgot your homework for the 3rd time this week. What do you tell your teacher? A. The dog ate it. Again. B. Tell the teacher you're having trouble remembering. Ask. Do you have any ideas that can help me get organized? C. Sorry.
Now that's self-sabotage. That's a whole nother lesson. Yeah, it's all good. So Judge, who wants to go? Okay, go for it. So you're totally being accountable for what it is that you did. Excellent, good job. All right, here's a third one. Don't give up. You can do this. Come on. You have a bonus question. Yeah. Okay, so stay in the game. Focus. Here we go. 3.
You are having trouble learning this one thing in math and it is frustrating you. What do? A. You say to yourself, I'm sure I'm not the only one. Then ask the teacher or another student who gets it for help. B. Tell your teacher it's not that important to know how to do. C. Bring up the assignment and throw it away.
Okay, so now we're 2-1. What's your company? Alright, so here's the last one. Okay, so it's 2-1. We can tie it or not.
Your mom forgot to pack your lunch. What do you say to yourself? A. I can't believe my mom forgot. B. I guess I'll just have to buy my lunch. C. It's not like mom to forget. I hope she's feeling okay. I'll ask her how she's doing when I get home. Both B and C.
No, wait.
What do you think?
This is me buying lunch.
Yeah.
So I buy lunch.
Good, because you know what? Hunger is good to feed yourself. Because if you're anything like my 7-year-old, you get grumpy. So good. That's correct. So now we're 2-2. So this is an open-ended question, okay, that he's going to say. So no more multiple choice, okay? You ready? Still 15 seconds. This is going to be a tough one, but I know you can do it. You know the answer. Go for it.
What are the 5 P's?
Oh, wait, Judge.
No, she got it.
Principal, Steve, then
No, call it a friend. Time. Okay, do you want to steal it?
What?
Okay, here we go. You ready for the next one? Do you want to take it on? Okay. All right. That means I'm not doing my job. But here's the next one. You ready? What is my full name?
Molly.
Okay, 15 seconds.
All right, C-R-A-U-E.
Yeah, no. Okay, what do we have? Woo! We have a winner! Good job! Stay calm. You're part of this. You know,
She used to be
it would be great to have, I want to make sure that I'm mindful of the time here. You know, there's things and stuff. No, you're judge, you're wrong. You know, you're not doing that. You know, positive reframing is taking what happens in your life and shifting it. You know, shifting it into, okay, you know, this is really bad right now. Well, how am I going to make it better? Because it is what it is. 90% of what happens in life is how you react to it. How much is it of what really is? What's the percentage? Don't use Molly math, folks. Come on. 90% is how you react to it. What percentage is just what it is? 10. If you live your life by remembering that Charles Swindoll quote, that means that 90% is really in your control. It's when we feel like we're not in our control that we really get out of whack. So with the 5 P's, as we get into persistence, and then the last one being at peace, what is it that is your peace? And I'm not talking hippie talk. I'm talking about peace. What is success? What is it to be happy? What is it that I want out of my life? It's going to change. Did you think I knew that when I was in high school that I was going to be a teacher? You know, it's just being open to living these 5 P's that will get you exactly where you're going to be. Out of this week, I want you to take home another nugget, a golden nugget, is the SMART goals. How many of you have ever heard of SMART goals? Few of you. Not only do I want you to take home the 5 P's that are principles, passion, people, persistence, and peace. I want you to be taking home SMART goals. I don't care if you remember my name or not, that's all good. I want you to remember the 5 P's, and I want you to remember SMART goals. What does S stand for? Specific. Whatever goal you said you're not going to be like, hey, I want to be happy in life. That is not SMART. What are you going to do to make that specific? What's M? Measurable. How do you measure whatever it is that you're setting out to accomplish? A, is it attainable? If I say I want to be an astronaut, somebody better be telling me that, yeah, Molly, you really need to go back to school. That's not attainable. You know, what is attainable? Where you are, where you want to be. And it might not be attainable right now, but it might be attainable 3 years from now. That's cool. Keep it on the vision board. So you have SMAR. Realistic. Is it reliable? Is it going to sustain the time? Think about if you say, oh, I want to lose 5 pounds. Okay, I'm just going to starve myself. That's good. I just lost 5 pounds. Guess what? You go back to eating again, you probably gain 10. You know, how do you sustain it? How do you sustain it? So that's important. They're reliable. Timely. Timely. Is now the right time to just get started? Like T.J. Bard, he said, you know what? November, I'm not ready for you. I'm glad he said he wasn't ready for it. Do you know how much experience he's gained by being on 750 news, media, getting interviewed? How much experience he gained by doing that? He was smart enough to think about that as a SMART goal. Timely. He's ready now. There's confidence there. He's going to be there. He's going to make a difference throughout the world. You all have that opportunity to do that. And it's every action, every day that you take towards that is what's going to make the difference. You, in this audience, are many of you that are going to be the next Matt Kelly that I talked about, that did something as a result of leaving treatment. Every interaction, you're going to make friends here that will stay with you. And you're going to want to come back and help in other ways. That's why I come back, because I see what happens to all of you. Because we all care about where our future is going because of all of you. So thank you all very much for having me here today.